administration, and ultimately that ends up being harder for the league. Okay, that makes sense, but it only makes sense for clubs that could potentially go into
Yeah.
administration. If there's a club that could never go into administration, like unless like you're trying to like level the playing field at the highest level, which okay, fine. In the Champions League, you could say, for example, we are enforcing financial fair play across the board because all of you guys are champions. Therefore,
Yeah.
you all
Oh yeah.
like should have more or less the same spending potential to or the ability to get high players. But like if it's like Newcastle, like why do you like if they want to go out and spend $500,000 or 500 million, let's just say sign, two players that they think can change their dressing room, and they can prove to you, like I feel like buying players or buying contracts should be like buying property in America. Like as long as you're like it shouldn't be based off of like as long as your debt to income ratio is right, then I feel like it should be fine. And like in a case where like okay, like maybe like Man City don't have the debt to income ratio, well, if they just write a check and say like we're giving you 20 million up front for the season, there's no
Yeah.
question about debt to income because that has been paid.
Yeah.
You've been paid in full from our assets. So it's
Yeah.
why do you care? Like why do you care? Like this isn't like I wrote a check for 20 million for Roberto Mancini. He's getting paid up front. This is not like an expense that we're carrying on our books. We just paid him off. Why do like in here, look at our
Yeah.
bank, like we can afford it. Why is this a problem?
Yeah.
Like I like the most frustrating thing is this should have never been a problem. It should have never been
Yeah.
something that they had to hide. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, we want to pay him more money. We can afford it. What's the problem? Like, we want our coaches to be making as much as the best coaches. And it's like, because, I mean, to their credit, they could be like, yo, we can't pay you that much money because the league won't let us. And it's like, okay, maybe he won't come. But then, like you said, like the Premier League doesn't benefit because, like, you're hurting. You're hurt. Like,
Yeah.
if a team wants to be competitive, let them compete as long as they can prove that they're not going to be, you know,
Yeah.
hurting themselves in the process, which it's clear that Man City have not hurt themselves in the process
Yeah.
because, again, like I feel like I keep beating this into it.
I
They
agree.
will never run out of money. They will never run out of money.